Good morning! So I just got done working my 312s for the week. As you can tell, there were signs. I'm looking popped. But I need to take Arlo to the groomer quick and then run a few errands. So honestly, I don't have time to get ready. So you know what? We're just gonna go outside looking popped. And what about it? So I'm just putting on this hoodie because it's like getting cold in Atlanta. Like in the morning, it's been like low 60s and I go outside and I'm cold. So I'm wearing some Arlo shorts and my Arlo hoodie. And I'm actually taking Arlo to a new groomer because I'm just gonna get him shaved down. It was cute. He got a cute little cut for his first haircut, but she cut his body like shorter and then his hair like on his legs and his head longer. So he grew out and he just looks a mess. So I'm just gonna get him shaved down all to one length, completely start over, and also make it easier for a little while that I won't have to brush him so often because he'll be shaved down. So we're gonna see what that looks like. He's gonna probably come back looking like a rat, but that's okay. It'll just gotta give it time. Let him cook. But I need to head out so we can make it there on time. So let's go. Alright, I just picked up my scrub pants from the alterations place because I ordered a pair of Fabletics long or tall, whatever they're called, scrubs, and they were way too long for me because I am tall, but a lot of my length is in my torso area, not so much my legs. But I have a regular pair of Fabletics scrubs and I feel like they're a little bit too short. But I think I just got these hemmed to the regular length of Fabletics scrubs, so future reference, I think I'll just be buying the regular length. But when we get back home, we're gonna try these on. It looks like she did a really good job, you can't even tell, and it was only $18, and then I tipped her, so it was $20. Not too bad, so we'll see. I really like Fabletics scrubs and fig scrubs, which brings me to my next point and where we are right now. I had wanted to try a new scrub brand just to see what it was talking about, and I really loved this like kind of design, I guess, of a scrub top. It's like a t-shirt, so it doesn't have a v-neck, which I really like, and I had high hopes for this, but you can't tell on camera, but I just don't like the material. It feels very cheap and it doesn't have a lot of stretch. I like my scrubs to have some stretch. This is the Uniform Advantage brand, and honestly, I just wouldn't recommend it. I ordered them online, so I couldn't really feel them or try them on in person. And then, I don't know, it kind of looks cheap, and they weren't that cheap. Like, I think these were like 40 some. So, I don't know, it wasn't that cheap for them to look and feel cheap to me. So, there's actually a Uniform Advantage store in Atlanta, which I didn't know about. So I'm gonna go in and return these and see, maybe they'll have some different ones, but honestly, I don't need any because I ended up just going on figs last night. And they finally just restocked the tall, small royal blue scrub bottoms that I needed. So I just went ahead and ordered a new oh my gosh, I can't talk. A new set from figs. So I have 2 figs once this one comes, and then 1 set of Fabletics, and I only work 3 days a week, so honestly I don't need any more scrubs. But I'm gonna see if anything is calling my name when I return these, but other than that, we'll just stick with the figs because I know they fit well in the Fabletics. But we can't say I didn't try, okay? I tried to venture out, but it clearly didn't go well, so let me go ahead and go return these. Right, I got the return sent back, so I'm gonna get like $60 back, and I was looking in there. I cannot tell you how much I miss wearing black scrubs. Like, I just feel like black scrubs just look so classy and nice versus this ugly royal blue. Like, I just don't like colors like that. But nonetheless, I gotta wear that royal blue. But I miss wearing black scrubs so bad. But 2 brands that I love that I saw in there and it just reaffirmed. Well, one of them was new, I didn't know, but I love Healing Hand scrubs. If you want a more affordable brand, which honestly, they're all kind of like the same price. People talk about how figs are so expensive, but honestly, unless you're buying Walmart scrubs, which I personally am not, they're all around like the same price. It's really not that expensive to get some figs, so I don't know why there's so much hype around figs being so expensive or whatever, because they're really not. But I love Healing Hand scrubs. They have a good stretch to them, probably more than figs have. They're really comfortable. I love the material that they use, and they last a really long time, because when I was working travel assignments, the black scrubs that I wore all the time were Healing Hands, and I washed and dried them to the ground, and the only thing that ever went wrong with them was the like little labels started to peel off, but that's given if I'm washing and drying them constantly. So I love Healing Hands. And then a new brand that I actually saw on Uniform Advantage when I was ordering the ones I just returned is called like Hypothesis, I think. I don't know. I showed it in the first clip. But I love those two. They feel really good. They kind of feel similar to Healing Hands. They're a little bit stretchy. And I love how scrub brands are starting to do like that t-shirt fit, because honestly, I don't love the V-neck all the time, but unfortunately they didn't have my size. If they would have had my size, I would have been walking out with them. But those are my two brands other than Figs and Fabletics that I'm really liking right now as far as scrubs. If you're in the market for trying some new scrubs, I recommend checking those out. But now we're actually up to something. Can I even show you out? No, you can't see. But I just pulled up to IHOP because IHOP is across the street, and I just knew if I didn't eat something before I left today, I was going to be hungry and I was going to get some food somewhere. And I still didn't eat anything before I left, and look where we are right now. IHOP. But my favorite thing to do after working 312s is be by myself, okay? Like, I just had to be around people, talk to people, provide people care, and be customer service friendly for a 37 and a half hours. I don't have any more in me. I need a day to just not talk to anyone. Well, just talk to y'all, but I don't want to go out for breakfast for anyone. I want to have a solo date. And I love IHOP. I haven't had IHOP for so long, especially now that I live in Atlanta where there's Waffle House, because Waffle House is, it's top tier. But today I'm feeling IHOP, so I'm gonna go in here, have a little solo date till the mall opens, because then I have some stuff to do in there. Let's go to IHOP. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Y'all come to IHOP with me. I'm not solo. Y'all are coming with me, right? If I can get out of the car, like, what the hell? Now just imagine, I showed you a full plate strawberry banana pancakes with the strawberry glaze on top. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. But let me finish. That food has me sleepy. And then there was breakfast potatoes, there was a little bit of turkey sausage, there was a little bit of egg scrambled soft, heavy on the scrambled soft. I don't want a crunchy scrambled egg, overcooked scrambled egg. No, I don't want it. Now just imagine you saw that and you didn't just see an empty plate because I wasn't so big and greedy and ate it right before I could even show y'all, or I didn't even think about showing y'all until I was done with the plate. Now just imagine that. But yeah, it was really good. Now I'm really tired because that was just really big. I planned to eat half of it and take the other half home, but I was just really too hungry. I just ate the whole thing, and yeah, I don't really know too much about it. So I'm actually at Cumberland Mall right now because I'm going to get my eyebrows done. I have been on the mission to find an eyebrow place in Atlanta as good as my lady in Chicago, and so far we have been to about 4 places. Some of those places multiple times, and my brows just never look as crispy as they did in Chicago, and I really hate that for me. Yeah, I do. So I saw on TikTok a lot of people were recommending the brow place on the 2nd floor of Cumberland Mall, so I'm here right now and we're gonna see what they're talking about. All right, so this is the before. Now I'm gonna show y'all after in just a minute, okay? All right, we're back home and the brows are done. What do we think? Okay, so I've been sitting on them for a little while, right? So I've been sitting on them. Now, while I don't think they're quite as good as my Chicago brows, this is the closest we've gotten. So I think we're on the right path. And when I was in there, there was this girl that had came in before me, and there was 2 ladies in there, and she was like, which one of you guys was next? And obviously the girl before me was next. She's like, oh no, I'll wait for the other lady. So I think next time I go in, I need to try the other lady, because she must be the tea in the shop. So I need her to do my brows and see. But honestly, other than the way that she did them, because we don't need to get into the whole, we don't. I talk about this too much. But yeah, I'm happy. This is the happiest I've been so far in Atlanta. So we'll take it, right? It's cute. It's cute. I look way better with my brows done now. I just need to shave my face a little bit. But like you saw, I also picked up, you cannot see, I also picked up my scrubs. So let me show you how they look after getting tailored. And I thought they were the same size as if I were to just get the regular length. Let me turn around. If I were to just get the regular length of scrubs, but they're actually not. So the long is too long for me, and the regular is not long enough for what I like. So getting them tailored was a requirement, but let me just put the camera down so you guys can just see the pants, because otherwise you won't be able to see. So as you can tell, I like for them to be, you know, right there with a little bit of room to give, so when I sit down, I'm not high watering. And if I get the regular ones, when I sit down, I end up high watering. So these, okay, let's do a little sit down. You see, we're still good. We came up a little bit, but not too much. So I love it. It was perfect. Good $20 investment. Now my scrubs fit perfectly. These new figs that I ordered come in. We're gonna have 3 scrubs because I've been managing with 1 pair of fig scrubs, and I've been having to wash them every single day when I come home from work, and it's been annoying. So we're gonna have 3 pairs, so we're gonna be set for work. But now it is that time that I need to clean my apartment, and I'm gonna wash all my sheets and all my blankets because Arlo is at the groomer right now, obviously. And when he comes back, I know he's gonna smell good, and he's everywhere in this apartment, on my bed, on my couch, everywhere and anywhere he wants to be, he is there. So I wanna wash my sheets just to make sure everything is smelling good and fresh. Get rid of any nasty dog smell. I don't want that, even though I don't really smell it, but I don't want to be nose blocked. The apartment of all the sheets, vacuum and mop real quick, and then he should be ready. He's literally been there since 9:30. They called me, and oh, I forgot to say that. Let me sit down. I'm tired. I'm talking too much. I'm tired. Oh, and I also stopped at Dunkin'. It's a little while later. I went to a doctor's appointment too because I finally got some good insurance through my job, and obviously I needed a new primary care doctor while I'm here. So I went and saw a new PCP, and I really liked her and her medical assistant, I'm assuming it was. They were all really cool, so I love that. My last PCP was a guy, and I think I just want to have all women staff to take care of me, okay? Just around me, period. So yeah, that appointment went well, and then I stopped at Dunkin' on my way back, and I just got an iced coffee with 2 pumps of pumpkin, 2 pumps of blueberry, and then coffee milk. No idea what coffee milk is. It's kind of too sweet for what I like. Work. One thing that my PCP did say was I need to cool it on the caffeine. I need to cool it. Some days I just need to, you know, not drink as much because I'm a fiend. She's like, oh, so like you're addicted to it. I'm like, well, I guess if we're putting it like that. But anyway, so the groomer called me just to give me an update, and that was probably at like 12. And initially when I dropped him off, she was like, yeah, give me like 2 to 3 hours. And I asked for a simple haircut, so I was thinking more like 2 hours would be enough time. She called me and she was like, all right, I got his bath done, but I wasn't able to get him dried because he really doesn't like the dryer. And I'm like, The first time I got him groomed, they didn't say anything about that. I know he doesn't like the blow dryer that I use when I give him baths at home, but I just hold him up and you have no choice but to get blow dried a little bit. So I don't know, maybe this one was like more loud or something. Who knows? He was probably just freaking out, being dramatic. So she said she needed to give him some more time to air dry, and then hopefully he would be okay with the clippers. But it was actually on my way home from my doctor's appointment in Dunkin'. This on the same road was the Petco groomer that I took him to. So I just pulled in there real quick, and he was on the grooming table and he had already been shaved down and stuff. So obviously it went okay, and I just stopped at Home Goods while I was in the little plaza because I'm like, let me just see if they can call me while I'm still here instead of having to go back home. But I was in Home Goods for like 10-15 minutes and they still didn't call me. And when I walked out, he was still on the grooming table. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go home, get some stuff done before I have to go pick him up. So hopefully they should be calling me soon that he'll be done. And so we'll see what he looks like, because I couldn't really see him through the window. I could just see there was like all his fur was on the table. So we're gonna see together, but let me get this apartment together. Okay, I just picked up Arlo. See a preview? Look at my little rat, baby! Look at my little rat chicken nuggets! Oh my goodness, look at my little rat. So, the report card that the groomer gave me was he needs more help. He needs more training on the table and with the scissors and stuff, because she's like, she brought him out. She's like, all right, well, this is like how I got his body, which is exactly how I wanted it. She was like, but I hate the face. Honestly, hate the face. But she couldn't get any more because he kept biting her hand and biting the scissors, which I know he did because it sounds just like him, because that's what he does to me. When I try to brush him or cut his nails, brush his teeth at home, he just wants to bite me and bite my hands, pretty much telling me, or bite whatever tool that I'm using to try to groom him with, pretty much telling me like, okay, stop, I had enough. So we got to work on that, obviously, but she said that she would love to groom him again, but I don't know. Once I get home and I can look at him a little bit better just to see what he looks like. I think he looks pretty good though. There's just a couple, like there's one little area I see on his leg that's a little bit longer that looks like it might have got missed with the shave down, but I can't be too particular because he's only 5 months and I know he was doing the most in there. So for him doing the most like I know he was, I know he's tired though. He's literally been in there since 9:30 and it's like 4:30 right now. But for him doing the most like I just know he was in there, he looks pretty good. And what? He doesn't look cute. He doesn't look the cutest. Well, he's still cute. But he doesn't look the cutest. But he's shaved down, which is exactly what I wanted, because him going to daycare and everything like that, it's just, he gets so dirty and smelly, and going to the dog park, it's just too much to have a long coat. So we're just taking a break from the long coat, but we'll definitely be back because I love him with the long coat. And at least he still has a long head, so you know, he's a little cute. But we are gonna head home, and I just know he's gonna crash when we get home because he's already laying down right here. He is tired. He said I had a long day of you torturing me in that groomer. But now he smells, ooh, so good. Definitely worth the money. But it kind of brought up a thought in my mind. Do you tip your groomer? Because I don't know. I know people don't like the tipping culture that we're in, but I love to tip people. So I love to tip as long as I feel like it's necessary. I'm sorry if you're just flipping an iPad at me, you're not getting a tip. I'm so sorry. But if you gave me a service, or I don't know, if I liked you, I want to tip you. So do we tip the dog groomer? I did last time and I did this time because I feel like you should. Like, the person at the register asked if I wanted to tip, and I'm like, yeah. And if you do tip, how much do you give? Because normally when I tip, like at a restaurant or something, I go based on like 20% or whatever. But tipping 20% of a service that's like $60, $70. Do we still follow the 20% rule when it's like a high price? I don't know. The groom ended up being like $65 and I gave her $10. So I guess that's still close to like 20%, I think. I don't know. I can't do math, but let me know. Do we tip the groomer, and how much? Okay, wait. I think he's still kind of cute, even shaved down, because his face had to be left a little bit longer. I think he's still cute. Come here. Get in the lighting. Let me see the lighting, Papa. Okay, wait, he's still cute. Shaved down, not that bad. Right? Right, Papa? Okay, now we're gonna go for a little walk before we both go in and chill. I probably won't nap, but he's gonna nap. For sure. Hey, oh, hey, good morning. It's been a couple days later. So when I just got back from the vet, my boy is all healthy, and he's gonna be getting the chop shop here soon. And they quoted me $900 to neuter him. Excuse me, what? Now, luckily, we were able to get that price down a little bit, but I might see if I can find like a low-cost clinic or something, because $900? Who, where, when, why, and how? And also, I had the first generation, the first ever AirPods that came out. They've been going strong with me since I got them, since they first came out. And I finally lost the case the other day. I don't know, I think I was like on a walk, I was at the dog park, and then I got home and realized that I didn't have them. So yesterday I saw the 4th generation regular AirPods were on sale at Best Buy. So I started over there and I got me a new pair. And I'm not really sure if I like them, because I don't like the AirPod Pros, because I don't like the little silicone-y piece. I don't like that. But the way these like fit in my ear, they don't feel secure. So I'm about to go to the gym and we're gonna see how they stay in my ear, but I'm not sure. So I also got this case so I could keep track of them better. So I'm just gonna keep this on my keychain, and then I can have it at work and all that stuff. Perfect, now it goes with my keychain perfectly. I've literally had this little Louis Vuitton pouch for years upon years upon years. Like, I can't even tell you how many years I've had this, and it's still holding up so well. So definitely a good thing that I bought, because I just keep all my cards in here. I never have a wallet. So this is perfect, my little keychain. And now hopefully I won't lose my AirPods, because I'm not trying to buy another pair. I'm trying to hold on to these as long as I did the first ones. But I also just got a grocery delivery, so let me give y'all a quick haul before I head out to the gym. Now you already know Walmart Plus is my go-to for grocery delivery, so I just ordered some staples that I needed for this upcoming work week. I got these. These are not what I wanted. I wanted free-range eggs, and they just gave me these cage-free ones, so I'm gonna have to look at that because I don't think that's what I ordered. And then I eat so much ground turkey. I just got a huge 3-pound of ground turkey. I just put taco seasoning on this and just eat it with whatever. So I got a couple packages of taco seasoning. And then these protein shakes are like the cheapest ones at Walmart. And whenever I get protein shakes, I don't like any except for Fairlife. But so I just chug them quick. And like I've said in my previous video, the Alani ones, not the best, but all protein shakes are nasty unless they're Fairlife. So I just chug them quick to get in my protein. So I got some of those. And then I always eat yogurt. This is my favorite yogurt from Walmart. It's just plain vanilla. I've been on a popcorn kick, so I just got this 100-calorie little popcorn thing, and it's a perfect little snack at night. Love Triscuits and cheese. The dill pickle one's my favorite. And then of course, I always just have some bananas, and I only did 4 this week because they've been going bad on me every single week, so clearly I've been getting way too many. So we just got 4 this week, and hopefully I will finish them all before they go bad. But let me get all this put away, and we got to head out to the gym. So it's a little bit later and we are on the way to the dog park right now. I reactivated my monthly dog park membership, so I'm going to show y'all what it's like because it's definitely worth the $30 a month. It's super clean. There's music, TVs, they have different events, so I love going there. Arlo loves going there. And I swear he can just tell when we're getting close because he starts pulling on this leash and gets so excited. He already knows we're close. And these AirPods, update on them, I feel like they're barely even in my ear, so kind of regretting, but I guess it'll just take some time to get used to. Lolo. Hey. As you can tell, he knows we're close because walk normal. What is all this pulling? And of course, Arlo ended up having a ball at the dog park. And one of the other major reasons I like coming here is since it is subscription, you got to pay for it and there's employees working here. They don't play when it comes to their rules, so everything is always clean and there's a better chance that you're not going to run into an aggressive dog. So I really like that because unlike a regular dog park, yeah, there's no rules there. It's the Wild Wild West. But we were there for a little bit and then we ended up just going back home and hanging out for the rest of the night. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!